Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Reduce your ping time and get faster speeds when you game at expressvpn.com/funhouse.
Welcome to the Funhaus podcast.
Such an impression.
Hey.
I'm Armando Torres, and here with me today is Lindsay Washburn.
Hi.
I've got Charlotte McGrath.
Hi.
I've got Jacob Fullerton.
Okay. In the mic, please. In the mic.
Yeah, please, can we get a clean take?
Yeah,
Your
fucking
mic
professional.
discipline, please.
Hi.
And on the ones and twos, we have Omar.
Boop, boop. The recently
Omar.
burnt Omar de
The
Armas.
recently burned.
Yeah. Well done, Omar.
Well done.
Crispy
Omar.
de Armas.
Yeah, we all had a very fun and sun-filled 4th of July weekend, but something more exciting than anything that's happened in the news cycle the last
Hot
week
and fresh.
happened this fucking morning. I'm talking about some Funhouse breaking news, folks.
Oh my God.
For the
we're
past-
breaking it?
Yeah, we're breaking it.
Oh. okay.
But not like revealing it to the world. Like we're taking the news story and snapping it over our
Oh,
knees.
okay.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
we shall reform it in our image.
Yes, exactly. Because we are gods. For the past couple of years, Nintendo fans have been eagerly awaiting news of a new, more powerful version of the Nintendo Switch. Strike me down, I will become a more powerful Switch in death.
See there in the
Nice,
sand
nice.
where there's only one Joy-Con?
And that is when Nintendo carried me. The Switch, the Nintendo has announced is the Switch OLED, or the Nintendo OLED.
The OLED.
OLED.
So what does it do?
Yeah,
Anything?
Mondo, what does it do?
What does it do?
Tell us what it does, Mondo.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, he's out of his element.
I don't think
he just wanted us to take it.
I kind of
Wait,
like
the
the
OLED's
creamy color though.
Yeah, it seems a little off color because it was like white in all the images I saw today. But
Yeah.
maybe there is
Oh, maybe
a
it's-
crema.
No, I think you're right.
Egg
I think
white?
it's white.
Eggshell.
I appreciated that you said the word in Spanish and then looked me in the eyes for approval. Like,
Oh.
yes, good, crema, please.
Right?
It is a nice color. That's bone.
Yeah, it's not what people thought it would be, is why it's being talked about. Also, Nintendo announced a new iteration of its console. Like, that's newsworthy
Yeah.
of its own merit. But also, for years, people, myself among them, have reported on the rumblings of a Switch Pro with 4Ks.
With 4K.
Well, that's better than 3Ks.
Yeah, it's one more than you want.
How
Or-
many-
No, wait.
Whoa!
You want 4. You
Whoa.
want 2 or 4.
Yeah.
It's but that's not what happened.
Isn't that funny that any odd number of Ks people get upset about?
Well, 3 is a strikeout.
3 is 3 is a strikeout and a terrible blight on this country's history.
That's right.
2 is
I would
fine.
say beyond its history. I
Yeah.
would say it's present.
Like KK
Oh,
is an
yeah.
acceptable response.
KK
to, like,
is an
see you
acceptable.
at 7.
KK Ryder.
But you just
KK
get one
slider.
K.
KK slider.
Somebody just
KK
sends you.
slider.
You write a
Yeah.
text
Yeah,
and somebody
you
just
fucked
puts
up.
K. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Can we
Okay.
talk about the OLED?
Yes.
The best named console
does
in
it
all
have
of gaming
4Ks?
history.
It has 4Ks.
It doesn't even have one. Like, I thought when I saw it this morning that it might be 1080, but no, it is a 7-inch 720p OLED display.
Wow.
The
And,
closest it comes is it comes in 3K color.
if folks are new to the OLED concept, that's basically the black of the screen. The pixels don't light up at all, so you don't get that deep backlit black. A lot of phones have had OLED for some time now, and it gives you like a crisper, overall better image. And some are complaining that it has the same battery as the old one,
What's
which
the-
is too low, but it's lighting up less pixels. But also it's bigger, so the trade-off might be nothing.
What's the
I
Is it
see.
It's like a
omit light?
I don't know
Emitting? No, it's
exactly.
something
Diode?
light. Oh, no.
Dino
Light emitting-
ribonucleic acid.
Display. I thought
Isn't it like organic or something like
organic
that? Isn't
light emitting display. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh.
really cool, and it gives you like a really deep dark-
Organic electroluminescent material.
Weird.
That would be
Is what
oolong.
it
That's not.
Is it
OLED.
more
Oh wait,
What does OLED stand for?
oolong?
Organic light
Light
emitting
emitting
diode.
Oh,
See,
diode.
This is
So-
the Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch oolong.
Everybody had one of the words right. Okay.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it more expensive?
How much is that?
Yeah.
It's $350, I think.
Because
So
of the
it's like
OLED.
$50 more.
It's just like Nintendo, their whole thing is we're never going to give you what you want. And
No.
that's you'll keep coming back
And
for
you'll buy
that
it
actually.
anyways, yeah.
And people go, I get it, but they'll probably give me what I want.
Yeah, Nintendo rubs its lips with its fingers and just puts a hand on their nipple, and they go, "We'll never give you what you want."
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. Don't stop.
Okay, and I'm there. Anyway, it's
The
just
new
like
Nintendo nipple comes out on October 8th.
the way I saw it put by someone, and I wish I could remember who it was, is this is for people who do not have a Switch yet. Like this is gonna
Yeah.
put them into the holiday lineup.
I'm one of those people. I don't fuck with the
So
Switch.
maybe you're getting the OLED.
Yeah.
I mean, the dock is really pretty. I love the rounded
mean,
off
yeah,
edges.
it's really
Yeah.
cool.
And I think
Looks
the
cool,
white
I
and black
guess.
is great.
What's the resolution when it's docked? Is that
1080.
1080?
Yeah.
That's probably just
well,
still the case with this one.
That might go game by game though. Like, I'm sure the
Probably.
performance
I'm sure
runs
some of
under
it are, like,
1080 on some of
900.
them.
Now,
or
are we talking about the docking that I'm familiar with? Because this seems probably like
Fun for
big-
the whole family?
There's a lot
Yeah.
you can do with the Switch, Mondo.
Really
Let me tell you.
interesting.
Yeah, put your. Never mind.
You want me to put the
No.
docking that
look
I
at
like
the,
on
look
the
at the ad. There was an ad.
for the Bachelorette?
Yeah.
I just watched, not to go off on a full tangent, but I just watched my first episode of The Bachelorette. with
You want
my
to come to my
sister.
Bachelorette night?
Yeah, you
Okay.
have one?
Yeah. Moving
Okay.
on. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it later.
okay, great.
Nobody wants to hear about that. They want to hear about the OLED.
They want to hear about the OLED.
They wanna hear about the
Nintendo
OLED.
Switch OLED.
I actually think it's cute, and I would probably, because I had a Switch that was just like used, somebody gave it to me. But so I would be the person for this.
What is
But
the appeal?
I bought the Animal Crossing Switch, so I'm not in the market for this
I
anymore.
do
Well,
the
it's
same
the-
thing.
so
I
you-
can't do it
so you
again
have
after
to
doing the
make it,
Animal
yeah.
Crossing
I
Switch
said I
thing.
would have been. I know.
I got
was
rid
like,
of one Switch to get that Switch. I gotta stick with it
Is
for a
the
while.
appeal for the Switch that you can game wherever you want?
Yeah.
Is that really it?
And the
But
games.
I-
there are
there's
good games on it.
Yeah.
There
really
are good games, yeah, but I never play it handheld, which is the reason to get it because I hate the Joy-Cons and I
Yeah.
don't like. Maybe a bigger screen would be better for me, but I just hate the Joy-Cons. And
They're
my
really
new set is
difficult.
drifting now.
They
So-
triggered my arthritis last year, so I learned
Yeah,
that I have
they-
arthritis. Okay.
Nice.
Jesus.
Animal
That's
Crossing takes a
awesome.
toll.
Animal
Yeah.
Crossing came out, and like I played it
Yeah, and
obsessively.
and
I mean,
my
a lot of
problem-
us did, but
My problem is that I do play it handheld a lot, and I play it in bed, and I fall asleep and drop it on my teeth.
I do that
that's
with
why
my
all his
phone a
teeth
lot.
are fake.
that's why they're so straight.
That's
because
why I
they've
got
been
these
knocked
fake old teeth here. Just kidding, they're real.
Can I tell you real quick how I came across my first Switch? I had just started working at Machinima, and so I was getting my first real paycheck soon because I went from like a much less paying job. Not that they paid me a ton at Machinima, but the last one was very low. And I thought it was impossible to get a Switch, so I'm talking to my coworker, and I'm all big talk, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been trying to get a Switch, but they're just sold out everywhere. And I'm like, you know what? If I came across one, I'd probably buy it right now. Full of shit. And he goes, really? Okay, give me a second. And went on his phone, and 3 minutes later, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna meet a guy named Vince in a Burger King parking lot. Nice. Bring $300." And I was like, tight,
Guess
cool.
I'll
This
get
is
a
crazy.
So I went
You
up
bought
to
a
Vince.
Switch the same way my parents switched custody in a Burger King parking lot in Boyle Heights.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But that's how I couldn't be like, oh, actually, I don't want it. It was like my first week working at like my video game
Yeah.
job. On the
You just
social
unlocked a memory that I had when I was working at Machinima during my Machinima days.
Did you
and
buy
the
a Switch?
People that I worked with hooked me up with a guy who ran like a video game shop in Koreatown. He's like, you can go get all the Call of Duties like a week early. And I would run down there a week before they came out and I would buy the game. And I totally forgot about that until just now.
You guys were like fucking with the video game cartels. What the fuck
I mean,
is
it
going
was
on?
it was Black Ops.
I got 6 kilos of Spyro in the back of my truck.
I worked with the Black Ops to buy Black Ops, so
Jesus
Mondo, we need to
Christ.
talk about our Machinima stories. now.
Yeah, I.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Machinima never paid me money.
Yeah, they did that, I think, to a lot of people.
will there be? Here's the ultimate question: will there be a Nintendo Switch Pro ever?
I don't think so.
Was that all
so.
speculation? All the stuff
Yeah.
about
I
that?
don't-
I mean, it's always been right.
How much the rumbling? Where the rumblings come from?
The rumblings turned into, it kind of snowballed, I guess. And so, like, because it was being reported on forever. There was
Yeah.
talk of the Switch and some sort of, like, increased edition. And
Now, is this the snowballing that I'm familiar with? Because it doesn't feel. We've talked about docking, so I'm just asking. It's a fair question.
is the snowballing when they spit it back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Here's my second question:
Yeah.
when is anything cool gonna come out for Animal Crossing?
They got.
They
They,
have-
did, they did a
Like
whole
you wanna-
year.
They did like
a whole
ma-
year.
It's
the
just-
last thing I saw was
where's-
like from a week
where's
ago
the
is
coffee
marriage
shop?
season.
Yeah, but no, that's a seasonal.
already happened.
Event.
That's what I'm saying though.
It
Like they
happened. But I'm
have
like,
stuff
where's
like
the
that.
coffee shop, right?
I know.
Where's like
Where's
the
the
island
roost?
that you can? The extra. I mean, you live on. Where's the other island that you go to and like you can
You go
play?
there on Captain's boat.
Captain's boat.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So
that was
maybe
our
eventually.
Animal Crossing segment brought to you by Lindsay and Jacob.
I'll balance this out real quick. That game sucks.
I am.
Glass of water.
Why
in
do
your
you have
face.
hot coffee in that bottle?
I don't know, man. I couldn't get into the Switch. My mom tried to show me Breath of the Wild. I played
That's
Breath
good.
of the Wild, and it was fun. It was okay, I guess, but it just like it didn't really grip me. I didn't love it, and there hasn't been any game on the Switch that I've really liked or felt the need to
Your
play.
mom tried to get you to play a game, and you're like, no thanks, Mom.
Your
Yeah.
mom tried to
Loser.
get you to play a game.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
All right.
Well, this has been your mom's segment, brought to you by Armando's mom. Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
know.
Switch OLED. I mean, people are gonna buy it, and people are gonna like it, and people are.
People seem to peek behind the curtain. The reason that I had to throw to you three is because I have no idea about anything to do with the Switch, and I was looking up articles about it to try to learn, and I got a very biased view of it because every single article that was written about it, at least the ones that pop up first, are about how it's a shitty idea, how it's a slap in the face of Nintendo employees, and how we're all good, dirty little boys. We're
Right,
gonna
and
suck it up.
You're on Breitbart Gaming.
Yeah. I'm on Breitbart Gaming. I'm on Getter, Donald Trump's new social media.
Getter?
It's called Getter. Gettr.
Oh, okay. That's better than what I thought it was.
Get her
What did you
done.
think?
But
it
it's
was?
like get her.
That is
my
what it
God.
is.
Get
Gether.
Yeah.
It's
It's Chris
Gethard's new
Gethard.
thing, Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chris Gethard and Donald Trump are teaming up once again.
This is a reference for a very small amount of
Beautiful
people.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
That's
And that's where, but yeah, everything that I had read about it was negative, was
So people
purely
mad?
negative.
People
People are
mad about
very
It's
upset
not a bad
about
idea. It's just that given the context,
Yeah.
it's underwhelming for some people who just because the light was reported on prior to it coming out, and the light was basically it's a new form factor, it's a new way to play it, and it was I think cheaper. Maybe yeah,
I think it was a little cheaper.
It's cheaper, and it's like kind of what they did with the DS. It's like it's new and it's exciting, and then like this one, like the fact that they just dropped it on a Tuesday morning, which I guess it's better that they did it with little fanfare. I mean, like I don't have a horse in this race. Like I'm ambivalent. I have a Switch
You
already.
didn't play
I barely
Horsey
it.
Race?
What's that?
You didn't play Horsey Race? That's my favorite game on the Nintendo Switch.
No, I
Mario
was waiting
Horsey
for-
Race.
They even have a
Featuring
mini game where
Sonic
you have
the
to relieve
Hedgehog.
them
Of their.
of their sperm because it makes them run faster. But continue.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's why they do it, right?
You don't want a horse with a full tank.
Yeah, you don't want a
Well,
horse
see,
with full
I've heard the opposite. I've heard people talking about like playing like basketball in high school, and the coach being like, "Keep your juices."
Well, people
Ew.
aren't horses.
I don't want a coach saying
But-
that to me ever.
Get in
don't-
the shower and keep your juice.
you don't want to spend your moxie. You want to put it on the floor. Well, you don't put that on the floor.
Yeah, no.
But-
I think it's a myth that you're not supposed to ejaculate before the big game, but I don't know. I haven't done horse racing in a long time.
Should I wait? Should I talk about my feud with Eric, or should we? Because he said the big game.
I mean, yeah, if that's the segue you were waiting for.
I wasn't waiting for one. It just makes sense.
Sure.
What's your feud?
I just
You're
wanted
feuding
to,
with everyone
who?
right now.
I'm
Yeah.
feuding with I'm feuding with Mondo.
You're feuding with me, yeah.
Yeah. Which there's a,
I'm gonna look up the video.
at least the screenshots that I posted. That's a different thing. But I don't know. I was at home in Pennsylvania at my parents' house, and I was feeling spicy. And the Phillies were playing the Padres, which is Eric Bedore's team of choice. And the Phillies were up, so I tweeted at him, and I was like, "Some ball game, huh?" And then we went back and forth a little bit, and then the Phillies won, and I was like, "Way to go, Charlotte! Not only are you talking sports, you're making enemies." And then I got in a plane to come to Los Angeles and landed and saw that the Phillies had played, and I was like, "That's interesting." And then I saw that the score was 11-1, and then I received a tweet from Eric that said, 11-1, huh? And then tagged me. So, like all things
feud.
spicy, I have
Heated.
found myself
Yeah.
shitting my damn drawers.
So, and then also this weekend, somebody left a very nice tweet. They tweeted, and it was so nice, and it was so loving and caring and supportive about how I was their new favorite member of Funhaus,
Oh.
sorry, Charlotte McGrath.
Yeah, sorry, at McClotta.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
Charlotte, always one to be a bitch.
to put a finer point on it. Yeah.
Charlotte quote tweeted it and basically made it all about her and about how
As it should be.
Yeah.
I quote tweeted it, and I
As
want
it
to say
used
I
to
have
be.
no problem with the tweet.
No,
I think
no.
it was fine, and I think
I also-
I think
for-
Mondo
This
is
is a
terrifically
joke?
funny. It's a joke, but I quote tweeted. I said, "Apology rejected."
Oh, because they said sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I need to be 100% clear that I'm not actually also bad about this.
Yeah.
at
No.
all. 0%.
Yeah. We're not really feuding.
None of us are
For some reason, any of that was thought to be
You look
real
so
anger. and
cute
feud.
in this picture.
so
The first one.
yeah. So Charlotte and I hung out on Sunday after you got back,
Yeah.
and in order to fuel the fire, I went into my room and I took out a Nerf gun and I loaded it and I
Nerf
cocked it
pistol.
back. A Nerf pistol. I actually, Omar, can we play the video?
There's a video.
Yeah. You'll be. The sound is more than enough.
Yeah. Here.
If
I'm
not,
gonna.
then that's okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure that I have audio coming through.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about something else.
All right.
No, we've been going back on Twitter with these goofy, dumb bullshit.
Are you ready?
Fighting words.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's fun. You're building Funhouse lore. So.
we're building
Yeah.
Laura. Yeah,
Well, that's
not-
what we're doing.
taking some of the work off
All right,
Ryan's
so-
shoulders.
Here's the video.
Yeah, right.
Can't hear it.
She figures out that she can fight me.
Yep.
Is the sound not happening?
Not in
Her.
it's not happening in
What did
here.
you
It's
Throw
not
her
happening in here.
neck.
Did you get the
No,
sound?
there's no sound for
over
us.
there, Omar?
No. Do you have sound turned on your computer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't matter.
What did he throw at your
so
neck?
that's gonna have to be edited out.
Yeah.
He had the Nerf gun aimed at me and then shot it at my throat.
Yeah.
Oh.
The sound is really.
Oh, I thought it was
the
like a
most
squirt
important
gun.
part.
If I play it
Can you
into the
recreate
mic,
it?
will it come up?
I mean, I'll just add it.
No,
I'll
I
just
feel
add
like-
it in post.
Yeah, we'll just add it. We'll just add it.
It's gonna add
Stop
in
it.
post.
It's for us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, can
That's
you go to
part
the
that I
next
do.
photo,
So
Mondo?
this is me holding the gun to her. This is her.
Yeah, I was not expecting him. I thought he maybe would shoot me at the dart, but point blank from 3 feet away, maybe he shot the dart at my throat, and so that sound is very real.
I shot the dart from the hip, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't plan on shooting in her
Yeah,
throat,
but
but
your
I forgot.
hip is level
Yeah.
with my throat.
I forgot how fucking tiny you are.
I'm not tiny. Actually, thank you. Yes, I'm very little,
Yeah, so we're beefing now.
and I'm starting shit with everybody. So watch
Okay.
out.
I'm looking forward to our beef. I will
Yeah.
treasure it.
You're hard to beef with because
I am.
because you're just so amicable.
But
It's great on camera.
It was very organic.
Anyway, thank you. You can stop.
All come
oh, there it
through
is.
now.
Oh, that was the audio.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured it out. You want me to do it again?
want
Sure.
it?
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
whoops! I shared a story.
This is going well.
Yeah. It's worth it though. At least
We
the,
don't
the
hear it.
audio
Now we'll get
listeners
to
still
watch.
get a
We
little
don't hear
treat,
it.
too.
Do you hear it, Omar?
We should move off.
Yeah, we should.
I think you're muted.
Oh, here we go.
So we're beefing.
And I'm starting to shoot everybody. So watch out.
I'm looking forward to our beef.
It's playing in multiple places.
So
We gotta
good.
stop.
Yeah.
We gotta
It's
jump
fine.
off.
Yeah, yeah,
this.
it's done.
Yeah,
It's done.
anyways.
It's done.
OLED.
Anyway, thank you for sharing my screen, Omar. Oh, you're playing it on your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Omar.
Oh god.
Oh my god. So speaking of beefs and outrage, we have another story that is I've seen so many people talk about it this past week, but it fucking blew me away. One of the fastest women in history,
Is furious.
one of the fastest and most furious women in history, will not be allowed to Tokyo Drift in the 100-meter race at this year's Olympics in Tokyo. I forgot that it took place in Tokyo before I mentioned Tokyo Drift.
Oh, I thought you were like
Yeah, there was-
big brain us.
Nope.
But
I
it would have
thought there
been.
That
was
was
like an
a-
actual finesse to that. That was an accident, huh?
Yep, nope. Absolutely
Didn't have
not.
to admit that.
That was a whoopsie.
Shakari Richardson, an American runner and serious gold medal contender, was hit with a 1-month ban from the Olympics after testing positive for marijuana.
She like overnight became like an American hero to people.
Yeah, which
because,
is
you know, she's like, doesn't she have like a girlfriend, right? Is she gay?
Yeah.
now? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, you can tell I'm only slightly familiar with the finer details.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This is
she's
my
so fucking
Nintendo
fast,
OLED.
Yeah.
And you know, like, it's just representative of a part of like American culture that we don't see on the world stage that often. And it's like everyone's getting behind her. We're all excited about the
Stoners.
Olympics.
Yeah.
We're all behind the IOC. We're not. I mean, the IOC is an awful organization, but we're all on board with the Olympics, which is terrible. And they have
Yeah.
something going for them. And then they just knock their legs out from under them and they
Yeah.
suspend her. It's just fucking
Well, that's what they
sucks.
did. After the results were made public, the World Anti-Doping Agency,
WADA.
WADA, who are the narcs on a world stage, they decided that action needed to be taken. So they cited a 2011 paper that claims that cannabis acts as a performance-enhancing drug. According to the paper, smoking weed can potentially improve your breathing. It can increase your appetite during training. It can decrease anxiety, and it can help inflammation so that you can recover faster. And that makes it a performance-enhancing drug on the same level as steroids in the mind of the World Anti-Doping Agency.
It's just like at a certain point you can't ban everything that makes your
Yeah.
body and it help can
Like different.
Yeah.
like what about like can they take Tylenol?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Tylenol
Are they
and
allowed to
ibuprofen.
sleep?
like-
Oh, you're well rested.
Yeah, you can't actually
That's
have a
an
good
advantage.
diet.
You can't.
You have to
no.
eat like shit a
You
little
have-
bit.
Yeah, I'm actually a trainer for a lot of Olympic gymnasts because they have to get up to weight, and they just eat my fat. It's like liposuction. They take it out and put it in. It's very gross.
Yeah, you grow it back like a sponge.
Yeah, the insinuation that anyone, I mean, this is the part where everyone's done a bit about it, right? Where like smoking weed does not actually enhance your performance at all. If anything, you should win a double gold medal for
Yeah.
doing anything. Do you guys remember when Michael Phelps was under pressure for this shit, right?
Yeah, because there was
Yeah.
like one photo of him with a bong at a party.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
One photo of him just
Great party.
existing.
yeah. And he almost beat that fucking shark. You guys remember that?
Oh
When
yeah.
he raced a shark?
But it wasn't in the same waters.
No, I was really upset about that. They CGI'd the shark into the water, and I was yelling at the TV saying, like, I can't believe they fucking, like, I thought they
Yeah.
were going to put them in the water together. And
They
my mom
definitely-
made me calm down, and she goes, say that again. Say that sentence one more time. You thought they were going to put Michael Phelps in the same pool as a shark.
Yeah, and I had to stop you. You were about to tweet at Discovery, more like Shark Week with an EA.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mondo, take a walk, count to 10, think about this for a second.
That tweet is why I never worked at Machinima. Did you know that? And no other reason at all.
I forgot about that shark thing.
Oh wait, yeah, I want to see
This
this.
is the video, yeah.
has met his match, a great white shark.
That's real.
That's good. That's good computer graphics.
Did you guys see The Meg?
No.
Okay.
So he couldn't
Anyway.
beat the
I
shark?
haven't either.
Okay.
No, he could not beat the shark.
Look at
Phelps
him go.
raced a shark over 100 meters as part of the Discovery Channel Shark Week with an A, by the way.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh my
It's
god.
just like we're so inferior to.
Oh,
Wait,
does
did
the
he
shark
eat
eat
somebody
him
at
at
the
the
end?
end?
Yeah, the shark fucking eats him at the end. It's crazy.
and it's honestly horrifying that they didn't.
Well, he
really
had
do
it
that.
coming for that first hanging out with a bong.
God
so,
rest
yeah.
his soul.
Yeah.
Deserves to be eaten by
If
a
sharks
shark.
hate anything, it's marijuana.
It's marijuana, yeah. That was he was technically Michael Phelps is a shark edible.
Yeah, and more like Narc Week.
I saw your face try to contain that within yourself for a moment.
I know. I just
You're
had to
like-
wait. Yeah, I wanted it to be heard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they say that
Shikari-
weed is a comedy enhancing drug. So technically we're all getting tested this next week.
Interesting you would say that. Don't you host a comedy show where a lot of it is about telling jokes while being high? Nice plug. Very subtle. Cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras.
Cameras.
I do. It's called the Funhaus podcast. So a lot of people, just like Omar with these jokes, a lot of people are getting furious. A lot for different reasons, as we've kind of covered a little bit before. Outside of the story, the Olympics and like the committees behind them and everything are fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
It's like a terrible thing that happens. And from this year, there's another story that happened this week. A 53-year-old woman in Japan was arrested on Sunday for shooting a water gun at the Olympic torch during a relay. She was protesting the decision to hold the Olympics in Tokyo amid the pandemic. A deputy police chief went on record as saying that she was arrested for, quote, deliberately aiming at the runner and interfering with the relay. You can't shoot water at people for no good reason. She clearly wasn't playing around. This isn't child's play.
Is that something like lost in translation a little bit?
No, that is exactly what he said. It's literally child's play.
For no good reason.
Well, I don't know. We may think these things trivial, but that one person at the Tour de France had a cardboard sign sticking out and almost killed like 100 bicyclists.
And then he ran for her life.
Yeah,
with the wheels.
Last I heard, they were still searching for her, but some guy broke both of his arms.
Well, I think
That's fucked up.
I think they found her, but they like dropped the charges, just told her not to do it.
She turned herself in because she was like, they're gonna kill me.
For causing that Tour de France crash.
Because I wanted to take a good Instagram photo. They're gonna kill me.
Yeah, she's like on a date and she's like,
oh, it wasn't
"Do you hear that?
intentional?
I can't be. No, she was taking a picture, leaning out with a cardboard sign.
She was pointing. She was facing away from the bikers, holding the cardboard sign. And bikers are weak. All right, they're weak people.
Yeah,
they have no constitution.
Use your feet.
Yeah,
come on, they live strong.
Did you have Livestrong bracelets? Did you get
no,
those?
but
Everybody did.
I always
Everybody
wore
had
like
Livestrong bracelets.
Yeah,
I always
still wear
because I could
rage.
never get the real one, so I always felt like the cheap knockoff ones that said like Ocean City. It's like tourists, the ones you get on
just
vacation.
a rubber bracelet.
Yeah. Miami Beach.
And honestly, more like Live Week.
Yeah. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah,
That was a noise.
Yeah.
She makes a lot of noises.
I do. It's why I get paid bucks.
I still wear my Livestrong cock ring every single day. That's what I say, made out of the same material.
Oh, I thought they took those all away after he lost his gold medals.
He can't even use them, is the irony.
Yeah. They keep sliding off of his one ball.
Okay.
Woman,
set him up, knock it out of the park. Beautiful delivery.
This woman tried to shoot out the fire with a water gun, and I tried finding a picture of the water gun. I couldn't find anything, but it looks like it was one of those. It was one of those like pistol, like the water
like a
pistol.
kid's water gun.
Yeah, but it didn't make no mistake. According to the police chief, she clearly wasn't playing around. This isn't child's play.
It wasn't a super soaker.
No.
So is the
power washer?
Just kills the person running with it. Is the torch in transit then? Is that why it was vulnerable in this moment?
Yeah, it was during like the relay to like
Got
light the big fire.
It's a big, it's a hell of a torch too.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the equivalent of like lighting a match to go light a candle on like a birthday cake, and you're like, can't let it go out, can't let it go out.
Yeah.
But just on the world stage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, speaking of people getting fucked over in Japan because of the Olympics, there's a guy who has been evicted twice now for Olympics in Japan, 50 years apart. He was evicted from his home as a younger man, and his shop, his tobacco shop, or no, he was evicted from his home and moved to a new place and set up his life and had a tobacco shop where he was part of the community, and he just got evicted again now for a second Olympics.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The only solution is to like train up and join the Olympics, right? And just like sweep it. Just take every gold medal.
Yeah. It's the only way.
That's the only way.
Well, also because of the pandemic and stuff, like they're handing out all those condoms in the Olympic Village, and they're telling the public that like we're giving these out so that people could take them home because they have to socially distance. Like we're just handing out condoms so they can take them home. That's it.
Because like the Olympic Village is known for being like
It's a fuck fest.
It's a fuck fest.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Is it?
I mean, like
during a pandemic.
Are you supposed to stay 6 feet away from somebody, like from their body, or like the tip of it? You know what I mean? So like,
Tip of what?
If I have a 6-foot dick, which I'm assuming some of the Olympic people do, because they are gods.
The pole vaulters.
Yeah, they gotta.
They bring their own equipment.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Is it 6 inches away from? Is it 6 inches? Is it 6 feet away from my body, like the mass of my body?
Can we talk
or like
about the OLED switch again? Or something? Can we move back or onwards?
never mind.
No, what were you gonna
Move
say?
on.
I think it's just good to know that they're just taking the condoms home.
Yeah, I don't think they are. They're definitely fucking, and they're fucking in that guy's tobacco shop.
At least they're being safe. They have a mask and a mask.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, we need to take a break.
Yeah, hear a word from our
Please.
sponsors, the Olympics.
This episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile. Big wireless providers have taught us that in any good thing, there's always a catch, whether it's high fees or fine print contracts. So when we first heard about Mint Mobile's premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month, we thought, okay, sure. But where's the catch? And then we realized there isn't one. So what is Mint Mobile's secret sauce? Is it Thousand Island? Is it Buttermilk Ranch? No, they sell wireless service online only, which cuts out retail stores and overhead costs. So no more mystery fees. Mint just passes all those sweet, sweet savings right on to you. Our very own John Smith, in Korea now, but still ours, very much in our hearts, got Mint Mobile and loved it. He was always talking about how it was such an improvement and he couldn't believe how cheap it was. And all Mint Mobile plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data on the nation's largest 5G network, and you can keep your phone and your phone number with any Mint Mobile plan. Plus, if you're not totally satisfied, they have a 7-day money-back guarantee. You get your money back. Get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, plus free shipping. Go to mintmobile.com/dude. That's mintmobile.com/dude. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/dude. Thank you, Mint Mobile.
Hey, do you like the show? Do you like us? Are you a fan of Funhaus? Yeah, me too. And you're probably going to like RTX at Home. RTX at Home is Rooster Teeth's virtual convention happening July 8th through July 17th. It's free for anyone to check out on Rooster Teeth's apps and websites, and you'll definitely see a whole lot more of us there. We have so many fun things that are planned. I know that Ryan is planning just an absolutely wild panel. I will also be hosting a panel for Family Feud, or legally speaking, I think I'm supposed to call it Funhouse Feud. Steve Harvey, please don't get at me. So come check out 10 days of panels and podcasts about comedy, animation, gaming, and more, including ours at RTX at Home, July 8th to July 17th, only on Rooster Teeth. Go to rtxevent.com for more information.
This episode is sponsored by Fitbod. We've all hit that workout plateau of doing the same routines over and over and over again. And when you get bored of it, it makes you start to lose sight of your progress, how far you've made it and how far you want to go. But Fitbod can help you break out of that fitness rut. Fitbod has created a fitness program that continually adapts to you with new exercises and dynamic intensity that adjusts as you progress. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to mix it up. You're supposed to change things, confuse the muscles, okay? Progressive overload, all of these things are to make sure you don't get stuck in that same old routine. Fitbod's algorithm uses data and analytics from all that stuff to build on your last workout with a program based on your unique body, environment, and experience. Plus, all of Fitbod's workouts are balanced so you don't overwork one muscle group and ignore another. Fitbod is awesome. It's just such a fun way to make sure that you're progressing. You just log right in and it shows you all the workouts you're gonna do, and you're like, I might remember some of those, but some of these are new. That's great. That means you're gonna make progress in all areas and you won't leave anything behind. Fitbod keeps you challenged, always at your own pace, because no workout is one size fits all. Pick up the pace on your fitness journey with Fitbod today, and your future self will thank you. Get 25% off your membership at fitbod.me/FHpod. That's 25% off at fitbod.me/FHpod.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Thank you. You broke my brain with this. You turned me back into a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it has been it's been a crazy few days. We've actually missed you on the podcast. You weren't here last week.
That's right.
You were on vacation.
I was on a grand adventure to the Appalachian Mountains, the Pocono region of Pennsylvania.
How was it?
Oh, it was good. It was fun. Yeah, I did all the I know last time 2 weeks ago I talked a lot about Philly stuff, so I'll just blur past it. I ate a hoagie, I ate a cheesesteak, I had water, I had pork roll, I had scrapple.
I don't know most of these things.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
It was.
I think my first question was like, did you have a Yingling?
I didn't have a Yingling.
Pennsylvania,
I
You have a yin yang twin?
What the hell
is that what you said?
What?
A yin yang twin?
Yingling.
A Yingling.
that is.
Yingling.
What's a Lingling?
Yeah.
Yingling is a local beer. Yingling. And it's spelled like
Anyways.
I keep saying it. I don't know what it's talking about.
Yuengling.
It's just it's average.
And you know what? Not only does it taste great, but they've donated millions to the Trump administration.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, you were telling me that that back home's abouts, there's restaurants that have signs that just say, "We speak English here."
That was a bit of a
What?
controversy. No, I'm not. That's not just Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. There was
lots of
one
places.
place in particular, a very tourist-heavy cheesesteak place called Gino's, that put up a sign. This is like 10 years ago. I'm sure he's changed.
No, not on the inside.
Definitely not. Just like old South Philly Italian dickhead. Not gonna change. And it has nothing to do with him being Italian. And I'm
No.
digging myself deeper. No,
told
he
me
put a
that there
sign up
was-
that said, "Speak English," or like, "We only serve you if you speak English." And it's
Yeah.
like, but you're in a city filled with people that make the same sandwich you do.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the hill to die on.
No, and I told you if I go to a restaurant and they only speak English, I'm assuming the food is bad.
Right. And I think
Yeah.
the restaurant we landed on that fits that identity most closely was Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers, yeah.
Fuddruckers.
That's a name I haven't learned in a long time.
They have good cheese sauce.
Ray-
That's all I remember about
Ray
Fuddruckers.
Fuddrucker.
Ray Fuddruckers.
Just when I thought I was out, you fudd me back in.
You phoned me wreck in.
Can't believe I got
You told me that there was something that had happened to you.
Oh
on
yeah.
your trip.
So the trip happened. Like
Yeah.
I saw friends, I went up to the mountains, yada yada, so on and so forth. And then I drove back down to my parents' house, and as I'm coming down the hill into the neighborhood, ahead of me at the intersection of my parents' street and the one coming off the main road is two wide, very slow-moving little parade of cars that all have their hazard lights on. And they're filling the entire road, and they're facing me, heading towards the intersection that I'm about to turn on to. And all of them are being led by like an 8-year-old. I know. I couldn't, my brain couldn't process it. I had just been driving for like 2 hours. I was like, I just want to go home. I want to use the bathroom. And there's just this boy in sneakers just like making his way very determinedly down the street while all these cars are following. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Where is he leading?
Yeah,
them?
where this fucking
Where are they going?
Forrest Gump Jr. just running down the
That
street.
is, yeah, that's kind of the vibe. And then so like I turn before they turn onto the road, and like I just see this kid just walk in, and there's all these just cars just following him, and I pull into the driveway a little bit down the way, and my brother was in the car with me. He's like, yeah, they were waving at us to stop. I was, what are you talking about? And then the kid just marches past the driveway, and the cars are there, and they're moving very slowly because they're behind an 8-year-old. And then one pulls over, and a guy gets out with like a boot on his leg and is limping after the kid now. And I'm just watching dumbfounded from the driveway, and he's like, hey, and the kid just like speeds up and starts walking. And then like it's a video game or a movie, and I'm in a cutscene, I hear 2 other cars drive up and stop in front of the driveway and then yell back and forth at each other, exposition. And I'm like just standing there, and they're like, yeah, we saw him out in front of the bar down the street. He ran in, and they were like, he doesn't seem to know where he is. And like apparently this
Wait, is this
kid
kid
had just
drunk?
run. No, I don't think so. I don't know. There he might have been neurodivergent for all I know. Like he like covered his ears and seemed like, you know, not receptive. I don't know. I can't really assume so much, but he didn't seem to really know that he had run into the road. But he was just walking. Maybe, I
With
don't know.
gusto? Because the way you're doing it makes it sound like he's leading a parade.
Yeah.
It looked
That's what
like
I
he
was
was leading a
picturing.
parade,
Yeah,
and
see,
the
I
cars
like
are
that.
all moving very slowly. And then he sped walk, and then so apparently he had run into the street. The cars all stopped, and then he just kept running along the side of the road, gathering cars into his little boy parade. And
Are you not familiar with the annual Little Boy Parade?
When I was
a
a young
little
boy,
boy.
I walked in the front of the cars.
Yeah, they had been following him for like 20 minutes because it was like a couple miles from the place.
Oh my God, he was the savior of the broken and the damned.
And the beat-
The beaten.
Yeah, and they like had yelled. They're like, "Yeah, we called it in. He was in this street. We followed him down this road." And there was like 7 cars behind him, all yelling. They're like, "We already called the station. Yada yada, so on and so forth." And then they all go down. And then I see like 3 cop cars come down the street, and this is all transpiring in front of me after I've gotten back home. Like,
Yeah.
right on the beat. And
Did they arrest him?
Apparently, they did arrest him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also beat him.
They
Yeah.
detained him and then set off 400 pounds of fireworks. But no, I mean, like they stopped. And also, can I just say, I don't know if this is new, but the suburbs that my parents live in, the cop cars are now painted in such a way that it was all dark colors. There were no white panels on the door, but it wasn't an undercover vehicle. It still said police. It was just way more subtle in a way that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's
All
not.
police make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I think that's generally the vibe, but now they're like being even more covert.
Oh, that's worse.
Yes, that's
Stealth cops.
That's right.
Yeah, God, that's terrible.
Stealth cops. Yeah.
Stealth Cop is my favorite canceled Fox pilot. Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's in the Blue Bloods verse. But I think that's CBS. Anyway, no one had called the station, but they like picked the kid up and he tried to like run away again, and like they had to like go, whoa, hey,
They fucking
like the end of
tried to march past-
Annihilation.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, spoilers.
and my mom came and she was like, Charlotte, hey, how was the drive? And I was like, good. It's like I can't quite figure out how to express to you what I just watched.
Wow.
And yeah, that was the story. There's no like end or like moral or.
It's still going to this
It's
day.
crazy
Nugget.
if there had been a moral that you had baked into
He
your own
looked me in the
story.
eye and he said, "Don't smoke."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If
That
I
was
was
was my weekend.
if I was an 8-year-old boy and I was marching down the street and I turned around to see that people were now following me, I would be like, yeah, let's keep going. I want to see how much, because he was playing real life Snake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's not like he cut across the lawn onto the other street. He walked them down the street and then turned onto the street, just walking all the while.
He's following the roads. He knew there was cars.
That boy will be our savior or our destruction.
One
He
day
is either the anti or the normal Christ.
Yeah, one day he will lead us all into salvation.
Or damnation. Let's
Yeah.
leave it open.
We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, that's my little story. Like the vacation was very chill, nothing happened, and then I got home and watched the boy parade.
Yeah, I had a very chill, very low key 4th of July. We all hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little downtown day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jacob and Mondo and me and
Charlotte wasn't back yet.
I wasn't
wasn't
back
back
yet.
yet.
I was not back yet.
you were
No.
missed.
And then
Thank
but
you.
we on 4th of
I wish I
July.
had that photo strip. So I could show
Oh
that.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
got
we-
a photo strip?
We went
In
to
Little
another
Tokyo.
photo booth, in
Yeah.
Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
A bunch of anime pictures.
We'll
Yeah.
get you in the next one.
We really love each other. It's like we're a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who fucking worked at Machinima now?
What's
Feud's back on, baby.
What's stronger than family feuds? I don't know what that means.
But I ate some
yet.
sausage.
I have to see the movie.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
finally got Verskoosh.
Yeah.
versed
For my
gooch.
first time, and I got a rattlesnake and rabbit.
And
Yeah,
jalapeno
rattlesnake
peppers,
sauce.
yeah.
Rattle
That's
cake
good.
and
Rattle cake.
Rattle
yeah.
cake.
rattlesnake and what?
And rabbit sausage.
Yeah,
it was
rattlesnake
delicious.
sausage.
Rattlesnakes and rabbits. And then you're like,
Yeah.
your
They
head's
don't
on
get
fire.
along in real life, but we put them in a fucking sausage. Yeah.
Yeah, predator and prey.
They just
together.
that's cool. Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to come next time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Please
super
do.
great.
What video was it where you guys were talking about Verskooch and then you said this is the Verskooch I ever saw?
It's like a GTA or something.
It's either it was
the better guessed one.
Yeah.
Better
That's,
guess,
that's
yeah.
so funny.
It was I called him a German gynecologist.
Yeah, this is the Verskooch I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny.
That's
Well, I'm glad
very
you had
good.
fun, but
Yeah.
then we hung out. The
Yeah,
three of
we
us.
hung out. Yeah,
The
we hung
next
out
day, yeah.
on the 4th of July.
The fourth.
And it was a very eventful
We had
drive
more. I
over.
made more. I just realized that we just made more sausages.
Yeah.
I just had more brats.
Sausage
We then
filled
ate
weekend.
more sausage. Oh, on the way
Just like I have
to
the sausage filled
I'm a
bowl.
sausage-filled lady.
on the way to Lindsay's, I forgot my mask before I got into the lift, and I was very upset because I didn't have a mask, so I was gonna have to go try to find a disposable one. And I tried to get into the elevator of my building, and I hit it harder than I intended to, and I took a chunk of my finger out.
That's what happened to your
That's what
finger?
happened, and it started bleeding immediately, just like dripping a bunch of blood. And so like I'm holding my bloody finger in my hand, and I get off on one of my floors where they have like a common area, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go find a napkin. So I walk into the common area to find a napkin. There's nothing, and I see a guy walking past. I'm like, "Hey, dude, do you guys like happen to have a napkin?" And he sees me dripping
you
blood.
strip off your shirt for me, please?
I either need to use it as toilet paper.
Medic!
I ask him like, "Do you have a napkin?" And he sees that my hand is dripping blood now, and not onto the floor, but like I'm holding it.
Okay.
And he goes, "Yeah, I think we have some paper towels." And so we run outside where him and his family are having a very nice looking barbecue, and he's wrapping me in this, and we're cleaning blood off of my hands and off of the floor, and his whole family stops what they're doing. And it's one of those moments where, like, have you ever heard somebody having a normal conversation and then it just goes to dead silence in a second?
This
And it's
happens,
the
yes.
worst feeling ever.
And you
Yeah.
just have to sit in it.
His whole family just stares at me and they go, "Are you okay?" And I go, "I will be." And I walked away because I didn't know what else to say. So then I'm dripping blood up, but I'm now wrapped up, and I get back into the elevator to try to go up. And when I get in the elevator, these two dudes are standing in the elevator, and they're already fucked up. They're already super drunk, and they're carrying, each of them have 6 Trulies. And I'm still running up to my building just to get a fucking mask. And they go, "Hell yeah, man. It looks like you're having a great night." I am dripping blood.
Oh, you're still bleeding.
I'm bleeding through the napkin. He goes, "It looks like you're having a great fucking night. You trying to get fucked up tonight?" And I went, "Hell yeah, dude," which is my just genuine response to, "I don't want to talk to you. Please stop talking to me." So finally the elevator gets to my floor, and I'm about to step off, but I've told this guy, "Hell yeah, dude, I'm down to get fucked up tonight." So this man who's about 5'5" tries to block me from leaving the elevator, and he goes, "If you're trying to get fucked up tonight, you don't fucking dare get off of the elevator. You're coming with us."
Oh no.
Yeah, and I had no idea how to respond to that, and I went, "Oh hell yeah, dude!" And I swooped under his arm and just ran to my apartment building.
Oh my
'cause I didn't
God.
know what
Coen
else to
Brothers
fucking
movie.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and they weren't like douchey bro types or anything. They very clear. One of them had a T-shirt that had a fucking binary joke on it. And yeah, so it just was like, it felt like being the only sober person in a world full of drunks. And
It's July 4th.
yeah, and I'm fucking bleeding. And then somebody set off a firework in my apartment complex, and
Inside? Oh my
almost
God.
burned one of the trees down.
Jeez
Christ.
Louise.
And that was all me going from the lobby to my apartment to back down to get a mask. And then I came over to your house where it was a very chill night.
And then
Yeah, it was chill.
But your lift was also a club.
Oh yeah, my lift was also a disco.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It was
we
one of
got
those?
in. I asked the Lyft driver, because when you order a Lyft, it specifically asks you, like, "Do you want a quiet ride?" And I said, "Yes, I would." But Fernando doesn't speak English, so I hopped into the car, and we're going, and he turns back. He's like, in the car, it's dead silent still, and he just turns around and goes, "You like a disco?" And then there's lights that just start blaring, but there's no music.
Oh,
so
it's just
all
lights.
so it's just lights blaring like we're in a disco, and I can just hear the motor of the lights going. Zzzz.
Listen, you said you wanted it quiet, and that's what you got.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
So he asked me. He was like, "You play music," and he threw a cord at me, and it was an iPhone cord, and I was like, "I don't have an iPhone, so I guess we can't." "Oh no, I guess we can't play music on this 15-minute drive. It's fine." And he pulled over so that I could connect to Bluetooth and wouldn't take no as an answer.
Oh my God.
And so I just played music while we just sat in the disco.
Then
and
you
he,
played like Boney Bear.
yeah,
Come on, skinny love.
I played
lights going off.
the most disco song I played was a Dolce Vita, the like Italian club song. It's
I don't
very
know,
stupid.
I don't know that song.
They use it in Master of None when they're riding on the Vespas. It's just like a very fun song that doesn't take place in English. And that was the only song where I started playing it, and Fernando turned it down for a second to go, "Hell yeah!" and then turned it back up.
And you're bleeding.
And I am sitting in a car with a mask that barely fits, bleeding from my fucking finger.
But you made it, and then we had sausages, and we watched fireworks going off in
We
the
did.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Charlotte and I hung out and we watched the first Fast and Furious movie.
We did.
No.
And I shot her in the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And it's the emotional pain that really stings.
Yeah.
And my throat.
Yeah. I actually brought the gun.
Oh no!
And it's loaded.
Not to dwell on this because Filmhouse is a different podcast, but the Dominic Toretto of the Fast and the Furious and the Dominic Toretto of Fast 5 and on are two different characters.
Oh yeah.
There is no connective tissue at all, like not even a little bit. I would say the same about Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Completely different character.
Well, I made this point when we were watching the movie that I didn't realize until yesterday that the Fast and the Furious is just Point Break, but they're race car drivers.
Yes.
That's it. It's the same movie, but they're race car drivers.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Well.
Point Break.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Utah are way better.
Vaya con Dios.
I have nothing to add to any of this.
Have you never seen Point Break?
No.
It's
I've
like the
never
Fast
seen
and the Furious, but cooler.
Point Break, I have only seen for the first time last year, and it holds up. It's very good.
It's very
great
good.
Keanu.
It's surfing, right?
Yeah, it's got the guy that plays Cox on Scrubs, and it's got the line where he's like, "You're young, dumb, and full of cum," which he says to Keanu Reeves. So that alone should sell.
I've seen your X-rays, dude. You are filled to the brim with cum.
That's what coaches say.
Yeah.
To not do
Yeah, you wanna see-
before.
you wanna
I want
before
you
the
to.
kids.
I want you to keep that cum tank full, baby. So when you're calling audibles out there, you're thinking about puss, dude. That's what football's all
What's
about.
next on the docket?
Yeah. I was like,
The new Nintendo Switch was announced
Yeah.
today.
I had my first LA
You had your
fire.
first cum?
Yeah, it was this like 4th of July. It was crazy.
It was like fireworks. he
Yeah.
said.
I heard it from my building.
yeah, one of those fireworks going off. It was me.
So wait,
But I like probably live in LA now, so I didn't do like anything.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, I didn't do like anything on 4th of July. I just like sat inside and played video games.
Barbara
Yeah.
Streisand.
But like, there are fireworks going off like outside my window,
Yeah, we were
like big ones.
the day
Oh, yeah, that's
before
right.
we were
4th of July.
playing it.
We were
It was
playing art.
Crazy.
That was like July 3rd.
Yeah.
we were playing video games and they could hear the fireworks exploding
You're
outside
home
my
now.
house.
You're gonna come play
I
art.
thought you were coughing.
No, it was like my floor shaking from the
Yeah.
fireworks
Oh.
going off.
I could hear them in your microphone. It's
yeah,
fucking crazy.
The night before July 4th.
Sorry, my Siri on my watch went off.
Oh,
Well-
you're just telling her to go back to sleep.
Yep.
Not everyone had a super cool, super awesome 4th of July.
Like us.
Yeah. So this story comes to us from a few days ago. The LAPD seized 5,000 pounds of illegal fireworks for routine disposal. They put them inside of a detonation vehicle, which is basically a big ass truck.
Yeah, it's like a big like sphere, right? They like put all the explosives inside it to detonate them.
Yeah,
It looks like
more or
something
less.
that the federal government would drive into a small
Where?
town after an extraterrestrial landing.
Yeah,
LAPD fireworks.
Where do they
truck.
do that?
it was like
They did it in South LA.
Yeah,
Yeah, in a residential.
In a
neighborhood.
residential
and they got
area.
all the news cameras to come watch.
Yeah.
Are there
And the-
videos of it?
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it is a like sometimes you like we got video of this explosion and it's just like a
17? Is that?
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm about to. So when they exploded it, they thought that the containment vehicle would be enough to contain it in that vehicle, and it injured 17 people and destroyed a bunch of homes.
There's a lot of cameras because they got like
Yeah, they
news cameras
thought
to come. They're like, come watch the show. We'll drive into this neighborhood and blow up all these
they could
fireworks.
do the multiple angle like
Yeah.
action.
Why would they
movie
do
thing.
it? And
I have no
Because
clue.
they're
Doesn't
bad
make
at
any
their jobs.
sense.
Yeah.
The jobs that shouldn't exist.
It's like it's so it goes so bad. Like all the videos, it's just like it's a massive
yeah,
explosion.
it sounds like a terrorist attack planned by fucking Cobra Commander. Like it's just such a comedically bad
If
plan.
you saw it in a movie, you would say they wouldn't
That
do that.
no one would
No
ever
one would
do
ever do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Go to the LA River.
This is from
Yeah.
Point Break 9, the point and the breakiest.
The breaking point.
It feels like a truck full of fireworks is like a setup for like a mission in GTA. Like you
It
gotta
does,
go jack the
yeah.
truck full of fireworks, and we'll detonate them at the vault. You
Right,
know,
because
like,
this is a fail state.
I have a video of the explosion. It probably won't get
Like,
any of the audio, but if you could throw it up there, Omar.
because they were seizing like how many pounds of fireworks or something?
Quite a few.
5,000.
Yeah, and this was like
Boom!
a tiny. This was a tiny fraction of the fireworks that they were trying to get rid of.
And the person they seized it from is being charged and tried, but the bomb squad I don't think we'll see it. We'll probably see further
Boom.
funding.
Did you see that?
They'll probably
Oh
say
my
we need a
God.
bigger org.
Why do they do it in a neighborhood?
Because
Well,
they're
they're
bad at their jobs.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
It's the jobs they shouldn't have. Here, Jacob, look.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
And
Bam.
bang.
Ooh,
Well, I think
Look at that.
I think what they're doing is they're conducting an investigation. The LAPD is investigating the LAPD,
Oh.
so they'll
Yeah,
they'll
the
figure it
internal
out.
investigations are usually the way to go.
Yeah.
And they work.
It's
That
just
is
like
good.
it's
That is
such a
good.
like.
Thank you, Omar.
I'm glad nobody died. 'Cause-
No, but 17 people are seriously injured and homes were destroyed.
Yeah,
A lot
like-
of displacement.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching that clip from from back east, and I was like, "That's not good.
No.
That's not good at all."
Which one of the 17 news angles is where you?
I saw one that was dead on from a distance of the front of the truck, and it had sound with it.
Yeah.
And it just takes the whole truck with it. There's no more
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's like
Yeah,
it
it's-
clearly is not supposed to go down.
Such
that
a bad,
way.
because that's really the biggest danger, right? Is like the explosion is bad in and of itself.
Yeah.
But the fact that now it's exploded outside of the truck, which causes tons of shrapnel. They basically made a beautiful grenade, and then exploded it in a residential home.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
they just take it and like set it off like in the desert?
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't just plan. Actually, you know what? Now I'm getting on the Lindsay train. The LAPD should fund a fucking music festival every year
With all the confiscated
With
fireworks.
all the confiscated fireworks.
I mean, hey, just do it. Like, what was it, San Diego last year? Then they set off all their fireworks at
Yeah.
like
Oh,
all
yeah.
at once.
It's
and-
the new fire festival.
That video
This is
is
more exciting.
incredible. It's a 17-minute fireworks show set off.
No,
in
but that's like from
17
2012 or
seconds.
something, isn't it?
Oh, is
I
it?
think it's happened.
happened a
multiple
while
times.
ago.
It,
The
it
new
happens.
one.
It happens constantly. But
Yeah.
the one
Oh.
last year, I think, was in San Diego, and there's just a video of like there's 3 different locations across this bay, and there's just all the fireworks going off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in minutes.
That's the one I saw. It's
Fantastic.
so funny with like, because fireworks obviously can be a little controversial for like veterans and pets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so funny depending like where you are, because the 3rd, I was at my parents' house with my parents' dog, and she was very unhappy, and
Aw.
she slept in the room I was staying in. And every time one would go off for like 20 minutes afterwards, she would just pace on the floor in a circle. And I had to pick her up, and she's not a small dog. I had to pick her up and put her in the bed. And then I had to lay perfectly still, because if I moved, she would get back up and pace. And I was like, these assholes.
Yeah.
How dare they? How dare they set off these fireworks? I am furious. And then I got here on the 4th, and I was like, yeah, cool. Look at that one. Look at that. Look, we're only seeing the flash of it on
Yeah.
buildings because
Yeah.
so much of them
We
are.
couldn't
most of them
even
are
fucking
blocked.
see it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just like, wee.
Yeah.
The circumstance.
I don't know. As a kid growing up, like they were obviously so cool because the only time I would see them is you go to the fireworks show in your hometown.
Yeah, go to
And
like the
it's
park
one
or
night,
something.
and it's a park. It's for this 20 minutes or whatever, and that was it.
Mhm.
Living in a city, it's
LA.
like,
Remember there was controversies about. I keep saying Vershi. There was
Controversy.
controversies about the U.S. government supplying people with fireworks to disorient the populace.
Yeah.
This
like
was
they
like
did.
Well,
this
it's
was like this was like
working!
deep COVID, and the big brain was like going around. They're like, they're not letting us sleep. They want us to lose focus. They've given everyone fireworks, and then other people were like, maybe everyone's bored.
Yeah, and they're just blowing
Maybe
shit
everyone's
up.
bored, and they're just playing shit up.
I only have experienced 4th of July's inside of like Los Angeles. Like that's been my entire thing. And so my entire understanding of the 4th of July is the 4th of July is a day that happens, and it happens every year. But the real celebration is the following 2 weeks where you over time set off increasingly bigger fireworks.
Yeah.
gotta
that,
get rid of that supply.
that
Yeah.
get more and more
Well-
and progressively more illegal. And also like the fireworks that I had when we were kids was like M80s and other variations of that, which are essentially just small dynamite.
Yeah, it's bombs.
They are just bombs. They don't look beautiful. They don't do anything. You set them on fire, you blow off your fucking fingers.
They
Yeah.
just explode.
Yeah, they
like-
just blow up.
Have you seen those videos of people having Roman candle fights?
Yeah. James told a story on the latest Google Trends about just turning his friend into a Harvey Dent with that Roman
Oh my
candle
God.
fight.
You know what? When I was a kid, I used to think those like Jesus candles. I thought those were called Roman candles.
Ah.
Like,
Because Roman Catholic.
Yeah, I was like, oh, those are.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, let's get some Roman candles, and
Yeah.
people were like,
Let's have a Virgin de Guadalupe
fireworks.
fight.
A good old
Roman candle fight. This one's
Yeah.
for God.
Makes sense. It's a good name
Yeah.
for them as well.
Yeah, a candle with
That's
white
very
Jesus on
good.
it.
So we have a little bit more time, and Lindsay pitched me a very fun idea for a segment that I'm gonna have. This following segment is just called "This Week in the News." I'm just gonna read off rapid fire a bunch of different
Let's
news
hear
stories that I've come
Why
across.
don't you just say them all at the same time and decimate a neighborhood?
Yeah.
I've confiscated 5,000
Decimate
pounds
our
of
brain.
news stories.
Pure untapped news
Yeah.
that I've put in an orb.
I go into a neighborhood in South LA and I go, "Did you see Mark Zuckerberg had a 4th of July?"
and then a house gets blown to its timbers.
So the first piece of news is that police dogs are being auctioned off for being too timid. The Chinese police are auctioning off 54 dogs that failed their test to become aggressive enough police canines, and the starting price is $31 each.
Well, I can't even get it because I thought it was you didn't specify earlier. There's Chinese. I want a dog. I want a failed
What's wrong with the
canine
Chinese dog?
How does this?
No, I can't get it because I'm not in China.
How does this segment work? Do we just say yes
Just say
or
a
no?
thing.
You just riff on it.
That's it. I said my piece.
Oh,
Yeah, her
okay.
piece was that she doesn't like Chinese
Oh,
dogs.
My is that I can't have one. I can't get one. I want one. I can't get one.
because they're from China.
I would say that there's surely some gap in the ferocity between, not ferocious enough for a police squad, maybe too ferocious for a
normal
home.
dog,
And so,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
get your $31 dog and then it murders you. And I think that's cool, actually.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool to have a dog that can sniff out weed for me.
Where the fuck did I put that? Where's my
Hopefully-
grinder?
Hopefully, some generous Americans brought some of these timid dogs home
Yeah.
in time for 4th of July.
Where they get activated.
They do.
Yeah, loud noises set them off. And then
Agents
they,
of the state.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I just now I'm imagining a bunch of fucking droopy dogs who are like, "I didn't want to work for the Chinese government anyway."
Blowing up.
Kill.
More
news!
More
Faster!
news.
Faster!
This one comes to us from India earlier this week. Firoz Mansoori and his brother Sabir left their home in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh for another town, and they were attacked by a leopard. And the only reason they were able to get away is because, quick thinking on Firoz's part, he slapped the leopard in the face with a birthday cake that he was taking back home to a birthday party.
Wow. So he was running from the leopard with a birthday cake.
With
in
the
hand.
birthday cake,
Yeah.
and then
That's amazing.
made a fucking judgment call and went cake or life, buddy, and then fucking
Yeah,
slammed
yeah.
it.
Cake. And
He
that
had a-
distracted the
Yeah,
leopard. and
we
it got away.
actually have a quote
It
from
is my
him.
birthday.
We actually have a quote from him before he slapped the cake in the face, which is, "Hey leopard, does this cake smell funny?"
What a zinger.
I was gonna say he's quoted as saying, "Make a wish, motherfucker." Just bashes it.
He was almost there.
You know, it's weird that they didn't include in the reporting that he put knives in the cake.
Next story.
Next
story.
News.
That's the new
Wait,
title
that's
for the
not a
segment.
good chance.
What?
News.
Oh, you think we're saying noose?
Yeah, it sounded like a little too much like news.
Yeah, that's the
Gotta
point
add
of the
Z.
segment. The
News.
point of the segment is that if I don't bring good enough news, I
News.
wind up
News.
dead.
Yeah.
All right.
I get suicided.
News.
News.
Give me more news.
We got some more Lego news this week.
No.
This is our favorite style of news of our producer Omar, right? Omar?
Yes.
Perfect. So we've talked before about controversies with the Star Wars news
Weren't
thing.
you you were some sort of master builder.
Oh,
of
me?
Lego, were
I
you
was
not?
a master model builder for Lego.
News,
way.
news. Come on.
We've covered a
That's a
lot of
little
different
harsh.
sets. We've covered a lot of different sets that have come out, but the latest one is a Seinfeld set. The official Seinfeld Lego set. I have a picture of it, Omar, if you want to take a look.
I just bought myself some Lego for my soon-to-come birthday.
Oh, what'd you get?
But did I tell you what?
George Lego.
Hey, look, they got a Kramer.
Are you guys gonna get it? Omar, are you gonna get it?
Omar, are you gonna get this?
Omar, you gonna get it?
You gonna see this? You gonna get this?
Is it like
I kinda want
$100?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
How much
kinda
is
want it.
this?
Probably. Well, the Friends one was $60. So
Okay, so it's
They made a Friends one?
yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Oh, there's a little Newman
What?
Lego.
That's why they made this one, is because there was a Friends one.
I didn't.
was the
Seinfeld is a
cafe,
much better show than
and then
Friends
now there's
is.
2 different of the apartments.
The fact that you can buy a Michael Richards
Lego.
is very funny.
It comes with 2 accessories for him: a microphone and then a lawsuit paper.
I like that Jerry has a microphone as if he's doing stand-up and they can't leave.
The price is $79.99.
Okay, so
boy.
I probably won't.
Ooh, boy.
I'm not gonna get it.
I just got
It
it.
does come with a little. So I just looked it up. Let me see if I can.
Does he have a pretzel or a rope?
He has a pretzel.
Oh.
He has a noose.
Yikes.
Let me see if I
Are the
can
Friends
get-
ones like this where they got like the smooth floor and stuff?
Yeah, it's got a certain kind of floor.
Look,
yeah.
you can kind of see it here. Oh, this
Look at
is
that old man
exactly
building
who
his
I
Legos.
pictured putting it
Like,
together.
I love Seinfeld.
You can see it down here.
I love
I
when
can't
Kramer
wait
bursts
to
through
This
the
is
door.
there's a part an extra part of the set of him doing
cute.
stand up.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
What
great.
you can't see is that guy's son. We're looking at a picture of a middle-aged, I would say late 40s, early 50s
Yeah.
man building this Lego set. His son sitting just out of frame, and he's like, "Aren't we having a great time? Isn't
And
this great?"
Yeah.
if this set came out when you were the master Lego builder, you'd be like building it, and you build Jerry Seinfeld. You go, this is gonna be me one day.
You've been to my house. I have. I'll take a picture of it and bring it next time. But I have a
Jerry
picture
Seinfeld
of
Lego?
me on a stage that they built me when I left the company.
Yeah, it's a Lego
Like I'm
set.
doing stand up.
of-
It
I'm
is
not gonna- I'm not gonna
literally
say it.
this.
That's funny.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's a Lego set of
Next
you
news.
dating a high schooler.
News.
No.
And
That wasn't me. That was Jerry Seinfeld.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not included.
Jerry, what did Jerry Seinfeld and Fetty Wap have in common? 1738. Those were the ages. Anyway. Okay.
Hey, boys.
You can take this off. Thanks, Omar.
I got a TIE Fighter Lego set.
Ooh.
Nice.
And a McLaren Senate because it's in Forza Horizons 4 Lego Speed Champions. And now I have it on a shelf outside of my room.
Well, I was a master model builder, so
Well,
bring
Some
some
very rapid.
weak shit.
I
to
was
me.
a valet.
Yeah, we're moseying
Nice.
right now.
I know.
Yeah, we're moseying
This is
through
a
the
mosey
news.
news segment.
News.
A 59-year-old dental hygienist from New Zealand joined one of the country's largest drug syndicates in order to be closer to her son, who was one of the group's top lieutenants.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Stays in the family.
she was a store woman, so she basically like hid tons of methamphetamine and MDA. And now she and her son are both going to jail for 11 years and 6 months.
Well, she's gonna be with her family.
Yeah, she has arrested alongside her son, Hugo Patricio Alicorn Ramos. That is a much longer name than I initially thought it was.
You
gonna
were
be.
ready to bail on that
Yeah.
immediately.
Shout out to all the drug moms out
I mean,
there.
surely there's some sort of Breaking Bad wordplay we could do here, right?
Oh, there are, and
racking
please don't
my
call me Shirley.
brain. Very funny. Okay. Haha.
It's from the airplane.
Yeah.
The airplane in the Furious.
Okay. News.
News?
Wait,
I'm just
breaking-
reflecting
You got it,
upon
you
the
got it.
bonding,
airplane.
Like
So
breaking good.
Breaking Good.
Say Breaking Bad with like a Kiwi accent.
I know. He's
Breaking
breaking
Bad.
bad.
Bead.
Breaking
He's
Bad.
Breaking
Bead.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
News.
News.
As American troops pull out of Afghanistan, they leave one thing behind for the locals: Pokemon Go gyms. These Pokemon Go gyms, Pokemon Joe,
Joes.
G.I. Joe, Pokemon
Go,
G.I. Go
Poke Joe.
gyms were set up on American bases in Afghanistan so that our troops could play Pokemon Go on base. And as these soldiers leave, these Pokemon Go bases are being taken over by the Afghanistan locals,
That is so
who are now rubbing it in the faces of the American troops as they take their gyms.
That's funny.
Wow.
There were Pokemon Go gyms where there were American troops.
Yeah.
Deployed.
They gotta fight
Yeah.
those.
They gotta stay
Pokemon.
sharp.
Yeah.
Niantic.
Niantic, yeah, they opened up those Poke Gyms so they could keep an eye on our boys.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was so the troops weren't able to humanize anyone because all the residents appeared as like
As
Pokemon,
Pokemon
yeah,
trainers?
as Pokemon trainers, and they were like a bug type. And it's just a shop owner.
Yeah.
Battle me! What? No, did you see that the exit from Afghanistan has perfectly matched an Onion headline
I
from
saw
10
that.
years ago?
Yeah.
U.S. leaves
like
Afghanistan
quietly
and then
slips
quietly
away in the
slips
night.
away in the night.
That's
And they
funny.
did do that. They didn't tell anyone at these like air bases who were in charge there. They just left.
Yeah. That's crazy. And they left their fucking Pokemon Go bases.
News.
Oh, boy.
News.
You
I was
are-
gonna say they
News.
didn't leave the roast beast.
So this is something that we kind of teed up a little bit earlier, as we mentioned. Donald Trump has a new social media site called Getter, Gettr.
Get her.
Get her done.
And it is currently being flooded by Sonic the Hedgehog porn.
Okay.
Oh, I did hear
I
about
never
this.
would have thought
Yeah.
this would happen.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had an early launch promised for Independence Day and has attracted a variety of leftist riffraff from TikTok, weird Twitter, and the like. And they have embraced the unsavory Trump-associated bird site wannabe as the perfect place to share degenerate hentai, furry porn, leftist Sonic memes, and stock photos of pudgy aged men in their underwear. So that is the bulk majority of what Trump's social media site is made up of.
This is perfect.
It's a
This
perfect
is the
world.
best way to respond to this kind of stuff.
There
Like,
you go.
you know,
it's
you
what
had,
he gets.
You had those
It's what he
people-
getters.
It's what he
what he
getters.
getters.
Yeah. It's better than being like when people were in his mentions like, "Excuse me, sir, respectfully, you are not fit for the office."
Yeah.
And then meanwhile everyone's like, "Look at Sonic fucking." And
You can't not see it.
That's
can't not
good.
see it.
That's very good.
That was an accident.
Really?
I just flubbing what I was trying to say. But
Oh, you could have that. I thought you were making big brain moves. You
well,
could
it
have
took
just
me a
said that you
second to
did it.
realize that it came out like that.
News.
News.
Got
And that's
any
been
more?
the
That's
news.
it. That's
What?
been the news.
Oh my God.
Do you want me to make more news?
Can you make more
I,
news?
I see news
Omar,
right here. I
can you
see
throw
news
up my
and news.
news?
Oh no. What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Yeah.
All right.
The feud is ongoing, and I will fucking end you, Charlotte.
The Charmy will come for you.
The Charmy will come.
What's a
the
Charmy?
the Charmy is her army
Charlotte Army is
that she has
Charmy.
fighting on her side during the Charmondo feud.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Anyways.
And we're fine to fight our own battles, so
Yeah.
don't get in either of our mentions.
We're doing very
Please
well.
Don't get it on it.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you for joining me. I have been the great, infallible, amazing, beautiful winner of the feud, Armando Torres, and with me, I have had
Me, it's Lindsay. Hi.
the very weak and unstable Charlotte McGrath.
And nevertheless, she persisted. Girl boss.
I've had Jacob Fullerton,
Says so.
who just ate that. You probably shouldn't have.
What did
Somebody
you
give
eat?
Jacob the Heimlich. And on the ones and twos, we've had Omar.
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 Oh.
That was very good.
Sounds like he just scurried across the mic. Well, anyway, we've been Funhaus.
Yeah.
And
Which-
continue to be.
It's a
Hopefully-
whole house of fun.
Yeah. We'll be
Yep.
back here again next week.
Please
Hopefully
hire me, Machinima. I love
soon
you.
we'll
I
be
got some
more
bad
comfortable.
news, pal.
What is it?
Well, I'll tell you off air.
No!